days junk journal stuffies challenge. Woohoo! And today we're going to be making these little things. It's just some scrap fabric and a focal point. I put this on an indexed card. I put some scrapbook paper back there. So let's get started. I do have my little box of stamps. So I'm going to pick out a stamp. Let's see. I used this one the last time. Ooh, that's a pretty one. Let's see. So I'm just choosing a stamp that is going portrait, not landscape, if you have one. If not, that's okay. Keep coming up with that one. We can try this one. This is from Columbia, so let's try this one. So I'm just going to use a glue stick for this. Now, you can write on the back of this. That's why I left that there. And it measures, in case you wanted to know the size of it, measures a 2 by 4. 2 by 4. 2 inches wide, 4 inches. So I am just going to do this. Let me get it going the right way here. So I have that. Set this up. And of course I'm going to do some distressing on it. I think I'll just take this. Basically, the 80 days challenge is using up your scraps, but it also contains the stuffies and embellishments. So it's about things that you stuff your junk journal with, and it could be embellishments as well. So this, you could definitely use this as a pocket or a tack or something like that, but it's up to you how that you want to use these. I just thought that I would show different ways, different things, just to use up the scraps, because we all have tons probably of scraps. You could do this with junk mail. You don't have to have decorative pretty papers. You can just use junk mail and create the same way. You can just use some white acrylic paint if you wanted to you know, cover up and do a mixed media project. You know, if you did this with junk mail, you would do those ones that were, you know, heavier. You could just layer them up, and if you wanted to get rid of the shine so that you could glue things, just take an emery board or something and rough it up. Fingernail file. Okay, so I have some bits and scraps here. Martha sent me some scraps of little things, so I'm super excited that she always sends me these little scraps, because guess what? They come in handy, right? Because she knows I use everything, so I appreciate this, that she sent me these, because I think these, she sent me some airplanes and things, so I can't remember what these went to, but I bet I love them, Martha. Thank you so much for sending these, because they absolutely have helped me create. Okay, so now I can cut it. Where did the... Okay. I had to find this. Now, if you have some scissors, some of these, that it won't ravel. But if you want it to ravel, then don't worry about using these. But this is what to look for as inspiration. Now, I can leave the overhanging, but I really don't want to. I kind of want the fabric, the back to show through, the back piece. So I'm just going to kind of put these where that I think and it doesn't matter what colors, or just something to go along maybe with your stamp. Okay, so we have it this far. And I'm going to just see if I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to start gluing, because I didn't glue anything down yet, because I just wanted to see where that I wanted to put the items. Now, I'm going to use a hot glue gun. You can use whatever glue that you want to use, especially for fabric or whatever. But for this, I'm just going to use a hot glue gun. Now, for those that have a sewing machine, you can sew these together. You don't have to glue them. You can just use a sewing machine to put all your layers down. And of course, you wouldn't want to use hot glue. You would want to just, stitch them down as you go. And I am just kind of have in my head what I wanted to do. This is one of the stamps, and this is a printable that I had left over from, of course, me. That's just Penny. It was part of the window grunge kit, and I thought that those were super cool. Those, because it says right here that he must be a composer from Colombia. It says Lozano, I don't know, 1771 to 1816. And I thought that since I had this little tool, this little 1800 thing number, I can pick it up. I'm going to distress those white marks a little bit here. There we go. And I thought of putting it right here or right here, kind of going the same way as the stamp. My eye wants to move over here, so let's just stick it right there. Okay. Okay, there we go. It may have looked better stitching, but that's okay because I like this as well. It's flat. I don't have to worry about waiting for it to dry so I can stitch on it or anything like that. So there we go. So I hope you enjoyed day 8 of the Junk Journal, well, actually the 80 Days Junk Journal Stuffies Challenge. Have a great day. Happy crafting. And if you make one of these little scrappy scraplets, I forgot what I called it. I forgot to distress the back, because the back you can journal on. You can make a tuck if you want to. You can make a pocket. Anyway, it's a stuffy to stuff in your journals. Okay, guys, have a wonderful day. Bye, everyone.